Where did humans come from? Well, a common misunderstanding is that humans came from monkeys, which is very wrong. Humans and monkeys both evolved from a common ancestor, also known as an ape. How long did this process take?
This topic is next. The theory of humans evolving from apes and monkeys is well established and widely accepted idea, which is why it would be natural to include it in the next topic about the origins of human evolution.
Apes and monkeys, what's the difference? The most well-known and noticeable difference between the two is that apes don't have tails. They are also significantly larger with wider chests. There are 5 different types of great apes. First is known as the orangutan, the second is the gorilla, the third is the chimpanzee, then comes the bonobo, and lastly the 5th great ape is known to be humans. Ancient apes, like modern apes, have no tail. In the past they had more mobile hips, shoulders, wrists, ankles, hands, and feet. Humans took the flexibility trait while it was absent in modern apes.
Why this topic is next. The idea that humans evolved from apes and monkeys is a widely accepted theory in the scientific community. It is supported by the vast amount of evidence, including fossil records and DNA analysis. The theory suggests that humans and primates share a common ancestor and that over time, humans evolved to become the species we are today. The inclusion of this theory in the presentation about the origins of human evolution would be a natural progression as it provides an important piece of the puzzle in understanding how humans came to be today. This could be the next topic in Cosmos because the previous episodes have talked about how animals evolved over time. This is shown in how fossils have changed along the timeline of Earth.
Diagrams such as these not only show visuals on how apes evolved into humans, but the timeline and what order it had happened, including skeletal development, how the body shape and size changed over time. It also presents phylogenetic trees and cladograms. These diagrams show the evolution from the common ancestor to what we have in our world today.
Humans have evolved greatly, such as our lifestyles. Homo sapiens used to live in caves, trees, and even on the ground. The first humans were known to have first developed in Africa. Now, new generations live all around the world in houses, apartments, huts, and many shelters. Ancient humans had simpler lives and embraced nature more than humans do now. Modern humans live more complex lives and don't have connections with nature, while humans used to rely on natural resources of our environment. Many people today don't do a lot of things for themselves, while people centuries ago did everything for themselves and could not rely on technology like we do today.
Phylogenetic trees and cladograms show the diagrams of common ancestors and what organisms and species evolved to. The purpose of these diagrams is to show relationships between life. These representations show what and the future changes that have occurred in our ecosystems.
Early hominid fossils are also important for the understanding of ecology, the origins of our species, and how we evolved over time. By examining the bones and the teeth of these ancient creatures, scientists can learn about their diet, behavior, and habitat. For example, the shape of our early hominid teeth can give us the clues about what kind of foods they ate, while the structure of their bones can tell us how they moved and interacted with their environment. Over time, hominids evolved to have larger brains and more advanced tool-making abilities, eventually leading to the emergence of our own species, Homo sapiens.
Thomas Henry Huxley was a scientist who helped discover human evolution. Huxley was an English biologist known as Darwin's bulldog. He proposed the idea that there were connections between the development of organisms and their evolutionary histories. He helped promote Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. Huxley carried the standards of scientific naturalism and the evolution on a number of levels.
The story of human evolution is a long and complex one that stretches back millions of years. The process of evolution took millions of years and involved many different species of hominids, each with their own unique adaptations and characteristics. Our early ancestors were small-brained, bipedal creatures that lived in Africa, but over time they evolved to have larger brains and more advanced tool-making abilities. The fossils of our ancient ancestors continue to teach us about our origins and the long journey that led us to the emergence of our own species, Homo sapiens. So to answer the question from the beginning of the video, the process took about 6 million years.
In the last 13 seconds of our video, we're going to be showing the flexibility in humans. Can an ape do this?
Go. Okay, ready? Well, naturalism.